This is Comcast Newsmakers.
Hello and thanks for joining us. I'm Jill Horner, and this is Comcast Newsmakers Campaign 2003. This hour's newsmaker is Costantino Rozzo, the independent candidate for Assembly in the 1st Legislative District. Today we're going to talk about his campaign. Thanks for being with us.
Thank you for having me.
The 1st District, what areas does that include?
Cumberland County and Cape May.
Have you always lived in that area?
No, I grew up in Patterson, New Jersey, and I've moved down to southern New Jersey some 20 years ago.
What makes that area special to you?
The fact that what makes it different is that it has a milder pace and it's more rural in essence.
And that's hard to find in this fast-paced world.
Well, I don't mind living in the fast-paced world either. I think that we could use a few more amenities in southern New Jersey.
Let's talk about some of the changes that you would hope to make happen if elected to the New Jersey Assembly. Talk about housing.
Housing. That's always been a big problem, and unfortunately it's becoming an even bigger problem. Affordable housing hasn't really been happening in the past 25 years, and it's made life misery for a lot of people. When I was a youngster, you could be a fry cook and you could get an apartment, and pretty much on even a small wage live like a king if you weren't married. But since then, the economy has really changed, and the real estate lobby's taken over Trenton and the Northeast Seaboard, and it's impossible even for the basic person who works hard for a living to get a house. Houses are ridiculously expensive in the Northeast Seaboard. Part of the problem stems from New York City, and New York City has not done much to justify New Jersey's problem. They've been forcing people into the suburbs because there's no affordable housing in New York City. The expensive homes in the cities and some of the suburbs have become ridiculous. The average person used to be able to live in Cherry Hill and Voorhees, or even Collingswood, and people can't even touch that these days.
What can be done about it?
Well, we have to put people in office who are not Democrats and Republicans. The two-party system's proven to be disastrous for everyone, and the common person is finding it very difficult today to fulfill their aspirations. What can be done about it is there's a few measures that are available in Trenton to have affordable housing, but I think we have to focus on rebuilding the inner cities. We have to focus on maintaining real estate prices and perhaps providing grants for people who work who should be able to have affordable housing. This seems to be the golden age of foreclosures also.
Let's talk about jobs.
Pretty awful. Employment
is a huge issue in this state, and people obviously can't afford housing if they don't have jobs. What can be done to help employment?
Well, there's two things that we could do. I do a lot of work with the professional service group in downtown Vineland, and we have a lot of older and senior-oriented persons who are brilliant, who are talented, and need jobs, and unfortunately the economy isn't with them. I would hire any one of those people in a second. They're wonderful, intelligent, brilliant people. The problem is we've gone from a production economy to a service economy, and our service economy makes for a disposable workforce that pays under a living wage. We need someone in Trenton who will instill a living wage so people can get by. It takes $15 an hour to live in New Jersey, and the minimum wage is way under poverty level. And we have to do something about workers' rights because workers have no rights in this state.
Talk about health care. Big issue in this state affects not just seniors like you mentioned, but all of us.
Yes, it does. There was a congressman who was on 5 Minutes Newsmakers once who said the capitalist system is the best system and our healthcare system is the best in the world, when it really isn't. We have the highest infant mortality rate. We have people dying in this country of common diseases. The right wing has said that Europe seems to be looking to get rid of its national healthcare system when just right after apartheid, South Africa has installed its national healthcare system. Brazil is looking to install its first national healthcare system.
So a lot to be done, and good luck to you in the upcoming election.
Sure, thank you very much.
Thank you. This hour's newsmaker has been Costantino Rozzo, the independent candidate for Assembly in the 1st Legislative District. This has been Comcast Newsmakers 2003. Remember to vote Election Day, Tuesday, November 4th.
The preceding has been a presentation of Comcast Newsmakers. Now, back to CNN Headline News.
Bringing you the news and information from the people making a difference. This is Comcast Newsmakers Campaign 2005.
Hello and thanks for joining us. I'm Joe Pasicchia and this is Comcast Newsmakers. This hour's newsmaker is independent gubernatorial candidate for the state of New Jersey, Costantino Rozzo. He represents the Socialist Party and he's running for governor. We're going to talk about his campaign. Good to have you here, sir.
Thank you for having me here today, sir.
First and foremost, why do you want to be governor of this great state?
I love New Jersey. It's the best state. And as an average person who is a part of the average people, a man of the people, I feel that I'm in contact with the people and their needs. I pretty much am an average person. I've started at the bottom, not on Wall Street, but painting houses, knocking down coal bins, and digging trenches. So as a man of the people who is in contact with the people, I believe it is my duty to run for governor on behalf of the people.
As a Socialist Party candidate, what does that bring to the table?
The Socialist Party candidate brings to the table different ideas and different methods. The Democrats and Republicans will talk about linear issues with no salvation to any problems. We in the Socialist Party take the best of ideas for society and try to apply them to society, and we try to solve the problems once and for all.
Well, let's bring up some of those problems and see how you would solve them. One of them in our great state has to be development. We live in a very populous state, very densely populated. What about all the issues that are out there now? Eminent domain, privatization.
Sure. Eminent domain and privatization are used as weapons against the people. They work in behalf of real estate people because it helps jack up the price of real estate. The state frequently rewards these contractors with money. And these contractors say, well, we're going to bring prosperity and jobs. That's just a worm on the hook. What it really does is between privatization, eminent domain, so it sells off the public trust and the state has no income and taxes have to go up. Somebody gets corporate welfare. And what happens is persons throughout the state who used to have nice homes and work for a living are become subjects to gentrification. And they can no longer live in the place that they once lived. It's happening in Long Branch, it's happened in Atlantic City, it happens in Cape May. You have $75,000 to $125,000 homes falling to $300,000 to $450,000 homes. And this makes it impossible for the rest of the community because the tax base goes up. Everyone's paying more taxes than ever before, and it's hard to live in the state of New Jersey.
You talk about the common man and looking out for the common man as representing them as one yourself. What about jobs? What can you do to build up our economic situation?
The Democrats and Republicans are always preaching free market economy. When I look at the Democrat and Republican point of view, it's a linear economy. We in the Socialist Party believe in a broad-based economy where all people benefit. We create jobs by having a Department of Cooperative Development. We don't have many cooperatives in the state. I think we have just two, one in New Brunswick and one in Sussex County. Sussex County's co-op is about 25 years old. Throughout Europe and India, cooperatives are developed on behalf of the people. It's the ultimate workers' democracy because people own the business. The bosses are hired and fired. They give fair marketing, quality products, product labeling, and since it's run by the people, everyone has a stake in this. The person who put this together in India brought the Kerala state out of poverty, and it's now one of the most prosperous states in India. Anywhere where there's cooperatives, there's quality jobs, workplace democracy, and we can also create more jobs by introducing public works programs. We have to eliminate pay for play, government corruption, useless government departments, buddy jobs, and overpaid pensions for well-connected people.
Real short time left. Why should you be the public servant that the people vote for to send to Trenton?
I believe I'm in contact with the people and the people's needs. I'm getting tired of seeing the people getting beat up by the Democrats and the Republicans. And socialism, I believe, is the only answer to our problems. That's why I'm running as a socialist around the world. Howard Clark has been re-elected in New Zealand, and that's socialism. Gephardt Schroeder won a journey again. They reinstalled another socialist prime minister in Portugal, Spain, and Norway.
Great having you here. Certainly wish you the best of luck on November 8th.
Well, thank you for having me here. It's been a pleasure speaking with you.
This hour's newsmaker is independent gubernatorial candidate for the state of New Jersey, Socialist Party, Costantino Rozzo. And this has been Comcast Newsmakers Campaign 2005, Election Day, November 8th.
Is famous for being capped with a bush.
People making a difference. This is Comcast Newsmakers.
Hello and thanks for joining us. I'm Jill Horner. This is Comcast Newsmakers Campaign 2004. This hour's newsmaker is Costantino Rozzo, Socialist candidate for Congress in the 2nd Congressional District. Today we're going to talk about his campaign. Thanks for being with us.
Thank you very much for having me.
First of all, explain to us the 2nd District. What areas does it include?
Well, the 2nd District is a very large district comprising of Atlantic, Cape May, Cumberland counties, Salem, parts of Camden, and Burlington County.
So it's a very large district.
Probably the size of Rhode Island. It's almost like running for governor.
You've run for Congress twice before. Why are you running now?
Well, I'm very concerned about the people. We have issues out there. Today's world is far worse than it was 4 years ago. The economy...
Bringing you the news and information you need from the people making a difference. This is Comcast Newsmakers.
Hello and thanks for joining us. I'm Jill Horner. This is Comcast Newsmakers Campaign 2004. This hour's newsmaker is Costantino Rozzo, Socialist candidate for Congress in the 2nd Congressional District. Today we're going to talk about his campaign. Thanks for being with us.
Thank you very much for having me.
First of all, explain to us the 2nd District. What areas does it include?
Well, the 2nd District is a very large district comprising of Atlantic, Cape May, Cumberland counties, Salem, parts of Camden, and Burlington County.
So it's a very large district.
Probably the size of Rhode Island. It's almost like running for governor.
You've run for Congress twice before. Why are you running now?
Well, I'm very concerned about the people. We have issues out there. Today's world is far worse than it was 4 years ago. The economy is at its worst with 3 million people unemployed. No one's addressing these issues, and the two-party system just offers Band-Aids. My party, the Socialist Party USA, knows that the causes of all these social problems have its root in the way the system works. Crime, poverty, homelessness, all have their roots in that way the system works. And we know in the Socialist Party USA that revolutions are built on hope, not despair. And we offer the world, especially here in South Jersey now, we offer everyone a new path and a new goal to make a new society where everyone can be prosperous and be happy and not fall into a life of suffering.
Let's focus on labor right now and jobs. What needs to happen in South Jersey as far as you're concerned regarding labor?
We have gone the wrong way in the past years. Our locality has been ripped apart with random building. People are losing their jobs. The only thing is left is service jobs, and everyone's involved in the race to the bottom. We need a political party in office who will address those problems and put an end to that situation. We need someone who will go to Washington, fight for meaningful jobs instead of the mind-numbing, worthless Walmart-type jobs. We need to put someone in office who will create a Department of Cooperative Development so people can work and own their own businesses. These work well in Montana, where one company privatized and literally brought down the entire economy of one region. But another part of Montana where they have cooperatives, there's economic stability. And it works that way in Canada with Co-op America. Mondragon in Spain also has a stable economy with cooperatives. Everywhere there seems to be cooperatives, it presents economic stability with quality products.
Could the idea of cooperatives impact the level of poverty in the country as well?
Oh, absolutely. If the government gets directly involved, we could create public service jobs in one sector and cooperative jobs in the whole other sector, and what means of grants and block grants and loans. The individuals will organize these cooperatives. These cooperatives carry products. Cooperatives were the first with product labeling. They were the first to carry all natural, organic products. They won't compete with ShopRite like Walmart will. They tried to invite Walmart to Vineland, and we already have one in Millville. that would have been economic devastation for Cape May County, Cumberland County, and some of the other districts. And I went to City Hall twice, and I fought for my people. And I made sure that we were going to have more economic stability here rather than let Walmart come in and tear everybody down.
The second district is very diverse ecologically. Explain to us what are some of the most important things to you in this campaign as far as the environment in the second district?
With the oncoming of different businesses and franchises, we need jobs badly, but they're not the answer. They've come in, they've attacked the environment, they've knocked down more trees than we've ever really needed. Oh, now we have housing projects going up all over the place, housing developments, and what was once natural, once had a natural environment, and a lot of people I know who moved to South Jersey came here to live in accordance with nature. And they can't do that now because a lot of South Jersey's been converted into consumer culture, and it's crowded. We don't have the infrastructure to handle it. The pollution is growing with the auto emissions, and we just have random development, and we're really making the natural environment suffer because of it. We have toxification in Vineland now with certain issues, and it's like we had some wildlife die. That's really heartbreaking.
All right, thanks so much, and good luck to you on your campaign.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for watching.
Grilled meats are big here, including shish kebabs and the little size.